The future of space tourism is a sector that is both exciting and constantly expanding, and it has the potential to alter the way in which people experience transportation across space. The concept of space tourism has been transformed from a science fiction concept into a reality over the course of the last few decades as a result of developments in technology, investments from the commercial sector, and an increasing public curiosity with space. The present situation regarding space tourism. These are the early milestones. A businessman from the United States named Dennis Tito made history in 2001 by being the first private citizen to pay for a journey to space. This event marked the beginning of the notion of space tourism. Beginning with his journey to the International Space Station, ISS, aboard a Russian Soyuz spacecraft, he was the first person to travel to space in a private spacecraft. The commercial players. Many private companies have established themselves as industry leaders in the field of space tourism, the most notable of which is Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic, which was established by Richard Branson with the objective of offering suborbital space flights to tourists. These flights will provide passengers the opportunity to experience weightlessness and observe the curvature of the Earth. This is the Blue Origin. Blue Origin, which was established by Jeff Bezos, is a company that provides suborbital space flights on its new Shepard aircraft. This vehicle is also designed to provide brief experiences of weightlessness and a unique perspective of the Earth from space. It's SpaceX. The company SpaceX, which was established by Elon Musk, is adopting a different approach by concentrating on orbital space travel and missions that go beyond Earth orbit. Currently, the business is working on the development of the Starship spacecraft, which has the potential to one day transport people to Mars and even around the Moon. Compared to orbital tourism, suborbital flights as well. At the moment, businesses such as Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin are concentrating their efforts on suborbital space tourism. This type of tourism involves spacecraft traveling to the edge of space, which is around 100 kilometers or 62 miles above the surface of the Earth, before returning to the Earth. Despite the fact that these flights are shorter, they normally last between 10 and 15 minutes in space. They provide travelers with the opportunity to experience weightlessness and a breathtaking view of Earth. Compared to orbital flights, the cost is lower, the length is shorter, and there is less risk involved. The event was brief, and there was no complete orbit around the Earth. Flights in orbit with instruments. SpaceX, in conjunction with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, and other space agencies, is working toward the goal of providing orbital space tourism. This would involve travelers spending days or even weeks while entirely orbiting the Earth and space. The expenses and the availability. The current prices. To this day, the typical person is unable to afford space tourism due to the unacceptably high cost involved. There is a price tag of approximately $250,000 per seat for suborbital trips with Virgin Galactic, but Blue Origin has auctioned off seats for millions of dollars. Private citizens can expect to pay tens of millions of dollars for orbital flights with SpaceX, which is an even higher price than other companies. Future price reductions. It is anticipated that expenses would decrease over time as a result of advancements in technology. The use of reusable rockets such as SpaceX's Falcon 9 and Starship is critically important for reducing the cost of accessing space. Developments in emerging technologies. Rockets that can be reused. The creation of reusable rockets has been a big step forward in the field of space tourism. These rockets have the ability to significantly cut the cost of space travel by enabling spacecraft to be taken into orbit several times. Due to the fact that its Falcon 9 rocket is frequently utilized for launch purposes, SpaceX has established itself as a frontrunner in this sector. Reusability is another feature that Blue Origin's new Shepard was supposed to have. The habitats of space. The creation of space stations and habitats that could one day host visitors for longer stays in orbit or possibly on the Moon is currently being worked on by firms such as Axiom Space and Bigelow Aerospace. These companies are working on the development of space stations and habitats. The most advanced spacecraft. The Starship, which is being constructed by SpaceX, is being designed with the intention of facilitating long-term space travel, which may include journeys to Mars. In spite of the fact that it is still in the testing phase, the spacecraft has the potential to play a big part in determining the future of deep space tourism. Tourism beyond the Earth. Lunar tourism is popular. A number of firms, including SpaceX, are now working on missions that will send people to the Moon. Yusaku Maezawa, a Japanese entrepreneur, is in charge of the Dear Moon project at SpaceX. The project's objective is to take artists and other citizens on a tour around the Moon that will last for 1 week aboard the Starship spacecraft. Possibly one of the earliest examples of deep space tourism, this trip is scheduled to take place in the latter part of the 2020s, a colonization of Mars. The ultimate goal that Elon Musk has for SpaceX is to make it possible for humans to colonize Mars, with tourists having the potential to be among the first people to land on the planet. The space hotels. Space hotel designs, such as the Voyager station, are currently being developed by companies such as Orbital Assembly Corporation. These hotels have the potential to become operational not too long beyond the year 2020. Concerns regarding the environment and ethical issues. The footprint of carbon. Concerns have been expressed regarding the influence that space tourism plays on the environment, particularly with regard to the carbon emissions that are linked with rocket launches. There are still obstacles to overcome in order to make space travel more environmentally friendly, despite the fact that reusable rockets help minimize some of these consequences. Efforts are currently being made to investigate cleaner fuels and technologies that have the potential to lower the associated environmental costs of space travel. Debris from space. As more spacecraft are launched into space, the problem of trash in space becomes an increasingly urgent one. Equal opportunity and accessibility. When it comes to ethics, there are problems over the fact that space tourism is only available to the extremely wealthy. It is expected that conversations regarding how to make space exploration more inclusive and egalitarian will get more intense as the business continues to expand. In order to address these issues, it is possible that initiatives to democratize space travel have the potential to arise. The experience with the future. Actions in outer space. There is a high probability that the real experience of space tourism will grow more diverse and immersive as technology continues to advance. In addition to suborbital trips, firms may also provide extended stays in orbit, flybys of the moon, and possibly even journeys to Mars. Virtual tourism in outer space. Virtual reality (VR) experiences may provide a more affordable alternative for individuals who are unable to finance a physical spaceflight. Virtual reality technology is progressing at a quick speed, and it is possible that in the not-too-distant future, people may be able to experience weightlessness and stunning sights and feel as though they are in space without leaving the comfort of their own homes. While the journey to democratize space travel is still in its early stages, the potential for ordinary citizens to experience the wonders of space is on the horizon. As we look ahead, we can anticipate a future where space tourism not only fuels our curiosity and sense of adventure, but also drives innovation and collaboration on a global scale. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the cosmos. The stars await and the adventure is just beginning. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more exciting content.